Okay, good evening everyone. Nice little surprising. I've turned the lights off at the back just to kind of keep the lights a bit lower. You know, sometimes you don't want to go up and these lights are like right in your face. As well as like if you're at the front and you don't particularly like that, then we'll turn that off. I will turn that off when we do relaxation, so we'll bring the lights down a bit. Okay, so for people who've never tried my sessions before, or maybe not even tried yoga yet, we're going to go through this session, a bit of mobility first, or grounding first, mobility, warming our body up, going into the sequence, and our peak asana today is headstand. Ooh, a what? Don't worry, we'll do it in stages, so if you feel you can't go on to the next stage, then you just stay at the stage you're at, come out of it, keep going back in until you find it comfortable. So this is our second session of the headstand. You might see my camera here, I am filming it, so after the session you will get the recording, hopefully a day or two after, you see how busy I am, and then you can go back to it if you want to, or you don't have to. If you have an injury, I'll always, or you're quite new to yoga, then I'll make sure you have some kind of modification. Equally, if you're a toe expert, you can have progression as well, alright? But we'll do that as we go along. Headstand, what do we need? We need a flexible posterior chain. So we'll be doing plenty of kind of stretching the hamstrings. Good shoulder and arm strength, as well as the core and the butt, okay? And so when we're doing our headstand, I will kind of demonstrate it when I'm there. But I'm going to demonstrate it very quickly now, and what I want you to notice is how I lift my legs up. Alright, so usually, a lot of people kind of try and jump up. It's not, it's about using the core, alright? So we're going to lay our heads down like this. I'll talk you through it anyway. And this is where the flexibility comes. So if you're lacking flexibility in the posterior chain, you might find it hard to get your hips over your shoulders. And this is where the shoulder strength comes into it, because what we don't want to be doing is putting all the weight on our neck. We have to have the support. And finally, just by holding that, I'm engaging the finger muscles. Don't worry, you're like, what? But I promise you there was people this morning who couldn't do it, who kind of can now. But we'll be going against the wall anyway. Hopefully everyone can find a space, if not this space over here. And what that does is help you. You've got your blocks, but we're going to do it in stages. You may not want to do headstand today. That's absolutely fine. You may just get to a stage where you just want to do this. Find your comfort, and then just put one leg up, one leg down. And that's fine, okay? So remember, it's fine, whatever it is you want to choose to do. You've got to remember, I was an ex-gymnast. I do a lot of fitness, so it's all there for me. Whereas, you know, you may be beginning, and it's absolutely fine. Please, when you set your intention today, oh yeah, I'm going to do that headstand today, because it may not be realistic, so just remember that. Alright, cool. On that note, we go into our easy pose. So you can keep your socks on for now. I'll let you know when to take them off. So I'm just going to go around, just have a quick look at the postures. It's one ankle in front of the other. And just allow your knees to drop, okay? And your sitting bones should be connected to the earth, so you kind of get the fleshy part backwards slightly. So if you've got your knees up like this, it means you might not have the flexibility in the hips, and that's fine. So what I'm going to do is come and give some of you one of these, and it's just a support, that's all. Okay. Can you use these blocks that I can't use? That's it. and you just can't run. And you'll find, as you loosen up, you'll find you relax. Please don't ever be afraid to ask for one of these as well. Even the pros use these for support. Alright, so we're going to just come into our easy pose. Now if this is uncomfortable, please just put your legs out in front of you as well. Alright? Okay. So we've connected. I'd like you to connect with your breath next. So, as we breathe in, our ribs go up and down. What I'd like you to do is place your hand on your where your heart is and one on your belly. And just breathe normally. And now, what should be happening is your bottom hand should be moving in and out with the breath. If it's not, and you're just breathing from here, that means you're shallow breathing and not using all the lobes of the lungs. So I encourage you to connect with the bottom, and as you inhale, your belly should come out. Because when you inhale, you want to drop the diaphragm and allow the oxygen to come in. So that's first. And then as you take the next part of the breath, your ribs should come up. Then the next part, your clavicles come up, okay? So this is the last little bit. You kind of like doing this. And then on the way down, you breathe out, clavicles come down, ribs come in, belly comes in, ready to bring that diaphragm back up. So if you just want to start deep breathing into your stomach. Should be a nice body wave up and down. And you should be breathing in through your nose, out through your nose or out through your mouth, one or two. And we use the breath to really connect ourselves to the now and allow ourselves to be present. And allow ourselves, if we've had a busy day, it's really good to just connect to your breath, or if you feel a little bit anxious, connect with the breath. And it slows your nervous system. Okay. What I'd like you to do now is very quickly set your intention for this session, whether it's just seeing how it goes. Okay. And we're going to take a nice big deep breath in, bring the shoulders up, lengthen the spine, exhale, bring the shoulders back and down. Okay, and the next inhale, take your arms up, bring the palms together. And as we exhale, we'll bring the hands to heart center. Your gaze is looking down at the earth. And then on your next inhale, we'll do it once more. Looking up at your palms, bringing the hands together, coming down by the third eye to your heart center. Inhale, rise up. And exhale. Okay, what I'd like you to do now is inhale. As we come up, we're going to do a lion's breath. So poke that tongue out. What I'd like you to do is release any of the crap that you've had today, the past few weeks, few months, few years, whatever. If there's anything holding you back, use this and then this. 2 more. Finish strong. When we do it, engage that core. Exhale. shoulder height. And then we're going to lean over to the right, bringing the other arm overhead. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one on the other side. And this is just getting the side body ready. And coming down. Inhale, we're going to twist to the right. Inhale up, twist to the left. Inhale up, twist. So we move through all the planes of movement with the spine so get nice and warm. Inhale up. One more on the other side. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Inhale, bring the shoulders up to your ears. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Nice. Take the feet out in front, just a little bit wider. And we're going to support ourselves at the back. Inhale, as we exhale, we're going to take the knees down to the right. Inhale up to the left. And just opening up the hips, getting the hips nice and warm. So we're just going to continue this dynamically. Alright, this time, just to show you a bit of mobility as well, is to lift that opposite leg up to the knees. So we're lifting, and this adds a little bit of strengthening. Alright, and take the arms away if you want, that's fine. And we're going to do that the same again, lifting up. Try and keep your knee down on the, if you can, lifting up. You might scoot forward a little bit. Oh, I end up off the stage, isn't it? But that's right, girls, you know, having the illusion. Alright, so that is a good little bit of mobility. Equally, you know, you can go a little bit further, but that's me just showing you a couple of little other bits of bobs. Okay, come onto your hands and knees. It's always important to stack the shoulders with the wrists, the hips with the knees. So every time we're in this position, spread the fingers out as well. Dig the little pinkies in. That's your break for going forward. All right. Inhale, what we're going to do is bring the belly down, looking up. This is your cow pose. And then exhale, coming up, cat pose. Inhale back down, using the breath. You could do this with your breath on your own accord. Notice where the shoulder blades are when you're in cow pose. They're coming together, so you're retracting the shoulders, and then exhale, protracting the shoulders, they come apart. Inhale, last one, cow pose, exhale, cat pose. So it's again cat, and this is where you move, your chin comes into the chest, rounding up the spine. Now this is important for bringing your leg through, but I'll explain shortly. Okay, perfect. Come back, tuck toes under so we get a bit of stretch in the toes, and just start to flick out your wrists, rotating the wrists, let's get them warmed up, rotating back the other way, and just start flicking out the fingers like you've got wet on your fingers and you just want to get rid of it. What that's doing is just giving you strength in the forearms. You might start feeling the heat building up in the forearms. That's absolutely fine, keep going. And it's getting cold now. The hands are like joints and everything aching. Alright, perfect. So, a little bit of wrist warming up. Palms face down, take your pinkies to the edge of each side of the mat. And all we're going to do is side to side. Bend in the elbows if you want. Alright, sometimes we're on our wrists a lot and it gets a little bit painful. If you ever do feel pain and you could go down onto your elbows, please do so. Alright? So, let's take the palms down, pinkies facing towards you, and we're just going to pull the wrists up, or the palms, peel the palms off, and coming up, and we're just strengthening up the forearms. Okay, next one. palms facing upwards, pinkies facing towards you. I know you feel like a little monkey or something. This fun. Okay, and just start clenching the wrists. Okay, bit weird. Honestly, I promise you it is wrist strengthening. I'm not just making you do it, because that'd be weird. Alright, and come back and just shake off those wrists. Alright, what I'm going to ask you to do is take your socks off if you've got them, and potentially your warm clothes, because we're going to go into our sun salutation shortly. But, and next we're going to go into a downward dog. So, for those who've not done it before, tuck the toes under, place go into tabletop position, bring the knees off, engage the core, and then you're going to push the hips nice and high. You're going to allow the shoulders to come back and down. So you drop your shoulder blades, so you've got room either side of your ear and space in between your ear and your arm. Press your heels down, engage the core, hips nice and high, and gaze up through your legs. Okay, so for those, just cycle out your legs, so that means you're kind of bending the knee. You're going to start to side, whatever you want to do, and then what we're doing is trying to get those back to the posterior chain nice and relaxed. Okay, what do you do? All right, and you can do plenty of downward dogs, so Alright, so what we're going to do now is come up onto our tiptoes if you can. If you can't, that's fine, just walk forward, bending the legs, walking forward towards the hands, into what's called a half forward fold. So, I'd say the legs are straight, but micro bending if you want. Hands on the shins, and we're going to bring the shoulder blades back. So you've got a neutral flat back, alright? It's not rounded, you haven't got an extension in the spine, it's just nice and the spine is lengthened. As we inhale, we lengthen. As we exhale, we drop the chest down and the head towards the knee. Now, please, micro bend in the knees. Make sure that you can bring your head to the knees properly and not overstretch. And then we're going to come up vertically by vertebrae, all the way up, nice and slow, nice and easy. Bringing the hands up in our extended mountain pose. As we exhale, we bring the hands to heart center, and then just draw down the side. This is your mountain pose. Okay, so I'm just going to take this off now. Okay. Right, so back into mountain pose. Feet hip width apart or together. Hip width apart gives you a bit more stability, together doesn't. Okay, so we're going to tuck the tailbone in. So just draw that tailbone in, shoulder blades back and down so we've got completely neutral spine. Okay, we don't want to be like that or like that. Just a nice and neutral. And if you find it a bit of a struggle, just do this with your hips until you find your centerpiece. Alright, feel yourself grounded on the floor. Use your breath, relax. We're going to inhale, take your arms up. Bring the core in, bring your belly in towards the spine, and then exhale. As we do, we're going to hinge at the hips, coming all the way down into a forward fold. Inhale, up to half forward fold. Exhale, plant your palms down, and we're going to snap backwards in our plank. So nice and steady, nice and slowly. Whilst you're in your plank, if this is a struggle for you, please place your knees down, which we're going to do in a minute anyway. But what I want you to do is just make sure you've got neutral shoulders, your core, your butt and your thighs are all engaged. As we inhale, we lengthen. As we exhale, take the knees down. Then we take the elbows backwards and we lower our chest down to the earth. Lower the hips. As we come forward, as we rise, we come forward with the hands and rise up with the body. This is our Sphinx pose. Lock your elbows into the sides. Then as we exhale, we come down, up via the knees, or straight up, it's up to you. Up via the knees, into our down. And once again, just press down, heels on your downward dog. Okay? Alright. And we're just going to walk forwards towards the hands again, into a half fold. Exhale, forward fold. And on the breath, in breath, we're going to come up all the way. Exhale, hands to heart center, to Dasana. Okay, my gorgeous girls at the front, you're all gorgeous by the way. I'm going to come down and have a look, but I'm going to explain, and these lovely ladies are going to probably show you what we need to do. So, and it is quite natural for you if it's your first session to go on that and okay, so back into our Tadasana. Inhale, rise up with your arms. Get the core in. Exhale, down, fully fold in. Inhale, up, half forward fold. Exhale, palm comes down. Then step back into the plank. Arms down. Engage the core. Inhale, and the exhale, take the knees down. And then your chest comes down. And then inhale, go up to half cobra. So, nice bent arms. Engage the core so you're not placing all that weight on your back, okay? And then come back into downward dog. So come down first, up by your knees, in downward dog. Alright, if you've got the core strength, come back, you can not use your knees. Okay, what we're going to do is inhale, take your right leg up to the sky. We're going to bring that right leg through, knee towards the chest, stack in between your hands. Now you don't have to do this, you just come down on your knees, bring it down. Inhale, rise to low lunge. Alright? Exhale, bring your hips forward. We're going to inhale, exhale, bring it down. Tuck the tailbone in. Inhale, exhale, bring your hips forward, tuck the tailbone in, feel it in there. Inhale, as we do, plant palms down, come back into downward dog. So if that is come up onto your knees and back up into downward dog, do whatever is good for you, okay? On the next inhale, we're going to take the left leg up to the sky. You do exactly the same, from your knees through, stacking in between your hands, okay? Take the right leg down, crescent lunge, inhale, rise. Forward with the hips, tucking in that tailbone. Alright, it's really important. If we just go forward and we've got this extension in our spine, our core might not be protecting it. So therefore, you could be like damaging your spine, alright? So make sure we're tucked in first and then we go. Okay, inhale. Exhale, forward. Using the breath, inhale, exhale, forward. Inhale, take the arms up, and as we come down, we're going to come back into our downward dog. And then we're going to walk forward towards our hands, into a half fold. Exhale, forward fold. And coming up vertebra by vertebra. Remember, you will get so much better this practice, okay? And exhale, hands to heart center, to Dasana. Right, we're going to go into a high lunge this time. So we're going to inhale, let's sweep the floor into our chair pose. So we step back. Alright, inhale, rise. As we exhale, we're going into the forward fold. So make sure your core is activated. Inhale, rise to a half fold. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back into plank. This time, we're going to take the whole body down, only if it's available to you today, okay? So hinge forward, down, inhale, rise to cobra or up dog. Please stay on your knees. Exhale, back to down. Inhale, take the right leg up to the sky, bring it all the way through, stepping in between your hands. Coming up to a high lunge, so we plant that front foot down, rising up using your core, and then as we exhale, we settle in. Inhale, as we come down, we're going to bring, come back into plank pose, so take your leg back, stay in plank, inhale, as we exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, rise, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. You do bring in, ladies. Inhale, take the left leg up to the sky. Bring your knee through, stacking between your hands. And remember, coming up. Now, if coming up's not available to you, take your knees down, you're going to get the same benefit, okay? All right, inhale, lengthen, exhale, plant the palms down, and come step forward, meet your right with your left foot. Half forward fold, exhale, full forward fold. And we're going to sweep the floor, bend the knees, bring the butt back into chair pose. All right, inhale, as we exhale, bring hands down to the side. Okay, take 5 breaths, take on a little bit of water. We're going to go into the main session today, and I'm aware of the time a little bit, so we are going to be doing a bit of core work, flexibility with the hamstrings, okay? So, when we're in downward dog, if we want to make room to bring our knee through, we come up onto the toes, round up the spine, and then drop the knee in, drop the foot down. I know it's easier said than done, all right? So we're just going to work on that. If you're quite happy to slide it round, perfect, it's the same. It's just for those who want to bring it through, just need that little bit extra, okay? All right. So, coming up into Tadasana, we're going to plant the left foot down. Find to put something to focus. We're going to take this right foot up, and we're going to plant it, so grab hold of your ankle across the left knee. Alright, if that's not available to you, just bring it across there, that's absolutely fine. Or even just that today, that's what it is. Okay, and what we're going to do is bring the hands to heart centre, and we're going to drop our butts up. Alright? Okay. And just feel the hip opening up. We're just balancing. So as I said, this is a balancing exercise, so if this is what's available to you today, but just focusing on a point will keep you. And if you are a bit wobbly, take a breath in, and then relax. Okay. And we're just going to drop this hand, inhale, rise up. And as we exhale, we're going to bring the belly in towards the spine, and we're going to hinge 90 degrees at the hips, and we're going to remain at 90 degrees. And you can feel it in the hamstrings. If you can, try and lower so your body is parallel with the floor. And inhale, as we exhale, plant the palms down. We're going to step back into downward dog. Okay. So take a breath in your downward dog. We're going to do some core work. So inhale, let's take that left leg up to the sky. And we're just going to hold the 3-legged dog here. Okay? Try and square off your hips. And for those who want to take your left foot out, bend your left foot and just allow the stretch in your hip flexors.
and then come back up to your down dog, and we're going to bring this knee through. We're going to touch the left elbow. So, if you're happy, take your right knee to the earth, and you can still come through. Take that leg up, still come through. Okay? So you can either do this in down dog, so raise the left leg up again, come through, knee to nose. Or take the right knee down, still do knee to nose. Inhale up, and exhale, left knee to right elbow. So going across. Alright, and then back into downward dog. Back to downward dog. Alright, this time we're going to take the right leg up to the side. And once again, open up the hips, scorpion pose. And come through, right elbow to right knee, inhale, rise. Left elbow, or come through to the nose. Remember, rounding up the spine, inhale, and move through, right knee to right elbow. Okay, inhale, back to downward dog, come up onto your toes, body weight into a plank, and just lower your body down, so you come to your knees if you need to, and release. Release. Arms up by the side, inhale, raise up your torso and your legs. Breathe in. Alright, and relax there. We're going to push back up into plank. Come down onto the knees. Take your elbows to the floor. You're not going in headstand, don't worry. We're going to go into a dolphin. So whatever's available to you today. So inhale, straighten up the legs if you can. If not, just bring the knees forward and hover the head just above the mat. If you can, straighten up your legs and walk them forward so your hips are over your shoulders. You right? Okay. And come back into downward dog. So if you've got your knees down, come up onto your hands, press up into downward dog. Right? You're downward dog today. Alright, inhale, let's head right leg up to the sky. You're going to bring the foot through, stack in between your hands. Take the left knee down. Inhale, rise. As we exhale, tuck those hips under. We're then going to take the right foot out slightly. So you might just want to bring your hands down. Take your hands down anyway, inside. If it's available to you, place your elbows on the earth. As you can see, my hips are a little bit unflexible, so I might use the block. Okay? So it's worth utilising the block if you have to. You alright? And what you could do is take the left leg knee out slightly, if it's too far out. Straighten up the arms, if that's whatever. Equally, get a little bit extra. If your arms are straight, and you're not too happy with all this, push out a little bits. Alright, you'll feel it. Okay? Lizard lunge. Alright. And what we're going to do is press the hands down. So bring the foot back into the centre. And then we're going to go back into our downward dog. And we're going to do the other side. So take the left leg up to the side. Bring it forward, stack in between your hands. Take that right knee down. Inhale, rise. As we exhale, bring your hips forward. Inhale again. As we exhale, take your foot out and bring your hands down. Elbows into our lizard lunge. If you do want a bit extra strength, you can take your right knee up, whatever is available you right now. Okay. And rising up, bring your foot in between. And what we're going to do is take your right knee upwards, and we're just going to walk the right foot in slightly. So you're about a metre away from from both feet. And we're going to straighten up both legs. So both feet should be faced forward. Both legs should be straightened up. I say should, but put a micro bend in if you can. If you've got two blocks with you, utilise your blocks, okay? Inhale, as we exhale, your head should be coming down, or if it's available, your head can come down to your knee and your chest on your thighs, okay? But this is why we come to yoga, to gain this flexibility, or to have an understanding of our current flexibility. So, usually the feet are in my heart and the ankles coming down. And this is also the importance of having our blocks as well. Alright. Alright. And what we're going to do now is put a bend in the left leg, turn your right foot out slightly, and we're going to swing up into our warrior two. Okay, hips come forward, and then we're going to lean forward, turn the palm, and sweep back, keeping the bend in the front leg, sweeping back into our reverse warrior. And inhale, come back. What we're going to do is windmill down, come back into downward dog, and we're just going to change legs. So inhale, take your right leg up to the sky, bring it all the way through, stack in between our hands. Draw the left leg in, left foot in slightly, and then straighten up in under and lift through. Okay, so you might work out. Or how and this is where I saw you perfect on this side. Sometimes you work out that you have both sides, one is more flexible than the other, and it's about body awareness. Okay, what I'd like you to do is place a bend in that front knee. I'm going to come up into our warrior. So turn your left foot out 90 degrees, press down and swing up in our warrior two. Once again, move forward, turn the palm, let's reverse that warrior. Nice strong pose, remember the core. Okay, come back. We're going to turn the hips and the foot and come into our high lunge. We're going to take a step forward, so you might just want to utilise your arms forward, coming up, taking the left leg, and we're going to come into our half eagle pose. Or, sorry, half chair, eagle prep. Okay? See how okay. And we're going to release that leg, coming all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up, half forward fold. Exhale, palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, as we exhale, bring the body down, chaturanga. Inhale, rise to cobra. Exhale, back to downward dog. And you'd be pleased to know Let's bring your knees down onto the earth, take them out to the side of the mat. Two big toes together and bring your butt back onto your heels. You can either extend your arms out or bring them round. In our child's pose. And just relax. Take 5 breaths. Put your cheek, put your chin, put a block on. You can use blocks on your hands, a bit more shoulder flexibility. So much we can do. Or just completely relax. Okay. Couple more breaths. Okay. Alright, and rise up into your bunk pose. We're going to come to the butt to the earth, so you can either cross your legs, come over, or just swing them around, whatever way you'd like to do. Keep a bend in the knees, take your hands behind you for support. Get the balance of your sitting bones on the earth. Make sure you've got a nice straight body and you're not like that or like that. That's why we support. And we're going to bring our legs up. Bring the core right in to the spine. We're going to touch down with the right foot, down with the left, down with the right. And if you want, you can take your hands off. It's entirely up to you. Just going to keep this. Alright, and lower it down. What we're going to do next is face that way. We're going to take our legs out as far as you are able to. Okay, make sure you're nice and comfy, right? Inhale, take your arms up. And we're going to exhale, but hold it. Just come down a couple of inches, hold. Pressing the feet down, engaging the core. Inhale, rise. Exhale down. Maybe a bit lower this time. Inhale, rise. And exhale down. You right? That's it. Honestly, if you do struggle with one side, just do one side maybe and then take the other out and then do the other side again. And as we exhale, we're going to come down, bring the hands down, just in front of us and hold. Just going to hold this for 5 breaths. When we do this, also, if we're rounding up the spine, we might just want to come up so the spine is actually straight, okay? Because what we don't want to do is we're not stretching off the spine and the back, we're stretching off the backs of the legs and the groin, okay? So when we're doing it, just feel it so it's enough, okay? And you are wise enough to understand what's too much. Alright, so if you'd like to bring your legs together, nice and steady, nice and slowly, maybe put a bend in first, bring them together, hug, knees into the chest. We're going to go into our headstand practice now. So, for those who aren't bothered about a wall, then don't worry about it. For those who want the wall, there are little spaces. If you could find a space, that would be absolutely fab. So there's a space here, just on the pillows. So yeah, find a space. And if you can't, I'll find one for you. I'll find the wall. Oh, so sorry, take your mat to the wall as well. Please take your mat to the wall. And because you go you can come up here too. There's a couple of spaces up here. You'll be on camera, I bet you'll be fine.
We're going to do this in stages, okay? So, first of all, the first stage, all I want you to do is come into tabletop, take your elbows down into the earth, and you'll interlock your fingers. Now, your elbows should be hip, shoulder width apart, and you do that. Okay, so once you do that, place your hands down, interlock your fingers. Okay, before you do that, I would like you to put your head, crown of your head on the mat, but up where your hands are. Your hand should be just at the back of your head like that, just beyond the crown, so you can hold it in. What I'd like you to do is strengthen up the shoulders, so you bring your head here, just see how it feels, press the elbows into the earth, and I just want you to do that, that's it. If you want, you can bring your knees up, see how it feels. That's it, that's all I want you to do for now. Once you've done that and you're comfortable, come back up and we'll try something different. Girls? I had someone go a bit ahead this morning, and well, that's all we're doing is putting our heads in our hands for the moment, okay? Head in the hands, feel what it's like on your crown of your head, press your elbows down into the earth, and once you're happy, come back down, and we're just going to look up the next move. Say again? No, there was something tricky by your hands. Oh yeah. That's it. I think these two pinkies, you put your thumb on your third eye, and then put your index finger on the top of your head, and that is your crown. I forgot that one. Alright, if everyone's happy with that, the next phase I'd like you to go back and do the same. What I don't want to do is leave you in this position forever, okay? The next thing is place your head down and just bring one leg up and down, the other leg up and down. Because the reason why I'm showing you that, if you go on to the next one, someone might not be able to do the next one, they can come back then and just do that, okay? Right, once you're happy, come back down onto your knees and just come up. Excellent. Right, and the next move, placing your head in right up against. The next one is straightening up the legs. If you could straighten up the legs and you're able to move forward, I'd like you to get your back to the wall, okay? That is all I'd like you to do for now. Just feel how it feels up against the wall, the back. And this is, if your whole back is against the wall, that means your hips are above your shoulders. Maybe what depends on if you get okay. Right. If you need rest, come back down. If not, if you're happy, what I'd like you to do is bend one leg, bring your heel to your butt, and then take that down, take the other leg up. So you're alternating, taking, not yet. Okay, all I'm asking you to do now is bending one leg, bring it down, bend the other. Okay. If you're content with that, the next move is to take one foot off. Using your core. Bring your core in, take one foot off. And if you could take that foot off, the next one is float it up. No jumping. No jumping. back and forth. If we're jumping, it means we're helping. If it is hurting you, do you want to please be careful. If I'm not watching you, you'll go for it. Okay, that's it. So, we should be able to hold this here and just take this up and put it down, put it down. Once again, give me this one. And we should be using the core to go up and down. And that is, if we're jumping up, we're not engaging what we should be engaging, okay? That's why we go through the drills, we go through the stages. Now, you've almost got it. It's fine, because we've got 2 more sessions of headstands, alright? So, I will come up with an alternative for those who really don't want to do headstand, okay? It's not going to be pro either. Okay, let's leave it there. Alright? Brilliant. Well done everyone for having a go. Alright, you've got almost there. Almost there. Okay. I am about 5 minutes behind time, but that's because I've got to start thinking. Okay, right. If we could come back on the mat and stay over, that's absolutely fine. And quite rightly, we need to counterpose because, you know, we've been on our necks, so we need to counterpose that. So what I'm going to suggest is you get a block. For those who haven't got a block, if someone's got one in mind, just give someone else a block. You only need one. What we're going to do is come down, bring your heels to your bum, and we're going to bring the hips off first. We're going to place a block right at the top of your bum patch. Alright? I say that because it's easier to understand than we're going in the sacrum. Okay? You can have it low down, halfway, or fully up. And we're just going to allow ourselves to relax on the floor. Allow your feet to come out to the sides. Out to the front. And we're just going to work off the hip flexors. into a limp, because that's what's going to allow you to stretch off your hip flexors. If we're tense, we're not going to allow that ability. Okay. And so what we're going to do is bring your heels up towards your butt, take out the block, lower yourself down vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring your knees, bring your feet up so your legs shins are parallel to the floor. Alright, hold on, what am I doing? Yeah, bend your knees, and then we're going to take the knees down to the left side, so you might want to take your arms out to the side. And now your heels should not be going up, they should be parallel with the legs. So I'm just going to come around and move the heel. And this is your penultimate posture. So knees kind of parallel to the arms, or arms on the body. People if I could touch them. That's like a sleep Alright. Remember where you are now, just go to the other side of the minute, but what I'd like you to do is make sure that you have that kind of figure of four, let's say, body, and you've got 90 degrees with your thighs, then 90 degrees with your legs, okay? And that allows you to get a proper hip stretch. Okay, you're going to inhale, bring your knees up, and then as you exhale, take your knees out to the sides, and just relax that. What I'm going to do is just start to get the blocks in, so I need to block. You not really anymore, so okay, and once again, just continue the relaxation, breathing. Alright. Because we're preparing ourselves for our relaxation. Okay. If you would like to bring your knees up, give yourselves a nice big kind of knees into the chest and just roll on your back slightly, side to side or forwards to back. Just allow yourself to finish where you are. And when you're ready, put your comfortable gear on, your cozy gear, and you're going to go into our relaxation. If you ever wanted to get up from that position, you can go roll to your left and release it. Okay. And when you're ready, when you've got everything on that you need, just allow your body to relax into your corpse pose. So that's allowing you to bring your hands up to the side, to the left, to the side. And we've got a 5-minute relaxation period now. So just allow yourself to let go. Remember to connect with your breath. We're doing a bit of work on the neck, shoulders, so just allow your whole body to sink into the mat. Turn your attention to your forehead and allow those muscles in your forehead and around your eyes to completely relax. So relaxing. Don't open your eyes. In the jaw, you find it extends, just allow your jaw to part and your jaw to relax. And now you know what it's like to relax. To allow that relaxation to go down your neck. And imagine that relaxation is feeling nice and warm. Imagine the light beaming down onto your head, falling down onto your shoulders. And it's relaxing everything. Giving you a nice big hug around your shoulders. Moving its way down towards your fingertips. Just relaxing every single muscle. Every fibre. And now imagine the top of your spine. That swirling relaxation, swirling around every single vertebrae from the top to the bottom. And as it relaxes, you find yourself going deeper and deeper into that relax. The feeling strong in your center. The relaxation is now moving across your hips, releasing muscles, feeling strength in your hips, all the way down to the center. Feeling completely relaxed. And now I'd like you to think of something, imagine, use that perfect, powerful imagination to imagine something that you feel grateful for, something that brings you love, joy and happiness, or anything that just comes to mind that's positive. Allow that image in your third eye. I want you to imagine now feeling something, feeling an emotion from that image, and allow that feeling to drop down all the way into your heart. And allow that image, you could give it colour, a shape, allow that to expand through your whole body, down to the tips of your toes, your fingertips, and to the top of your head. And let it expand further and further, wider and wider. And know that this resource is always there if you need it. So when you're ready, just move your fingertips and your toes, flutter the eyelids. And just allow yourself, when you're ready, to come onto your right side. Maybe give yourself a little stretch first above your head. If you haven't got the wall behind you. And then come onto the right side. Bring with you that feeling, emotion. Give yourself a nice hug and just ask if there's anything else that you need right now. And just think about that intention that you made at the start of the lesson. Was it realistic? Is there anything else you need? Okay. When you're ready, and when you're ready, nice and slowly come into your seated position. This time you opposite the leg. Inside. Bring your hands to heart centre. Thank yourself for coming to your mat this evening. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. I hope you found it slightly challenging, but not too bad. And I hope to see you all next week, because this was fun. Have a wonderful week, and namaste.